In March, basketball star Rudy Gobert attempted to make light of concerns about catching coronavirus, wiping his hands over the assembled media's equipment.
Head coaches have gone back, and you see the teams heading back to the locker room.
2 days later, a game involving his Utah Jazz team was called off at the last minute. It later emerged Gobert had become the first NBA player to test positive for COVID-19. The teams departed the scene. It would be more than 4 months before they returned. The Olympic flame continued to flicker on even after most other sports had been snuffed out. But at the end of March, the decision was taken to postpone the 2020 Tokyo Games by a year.
They really have a cast-iron determination to deliver a great games. And yes, they may be slightly altered. They may be in a different format. And who knows? I mean, we're still dealing with the pandemic, even with a vaccine on the horizon. But I'm pretty sure we will have a games.
Africa's biggest sporting event, the Cup of Nations, was pushed back a year, and the European Football Championship will also start 12 months later than intended. But the ambitious plan to host it across 12 different countries is still in place for 2021.
It's a big challenge, and in times with pandemic and with a strange situation, even economic situation next year will be a bit tough maybe for some parts of the world or all the world. It will be a special challenge. But you know, UEFA is a serious organization. We like challenges.
World Cup host Qatar became home to an entire continent. The Asian Champions League took place in the sort of biosecure environment all athletes are getting used to. In England, Liverpool lifted the league championship for the first time in 30 years. The supporters left to celebrate a triumph they weren't allowed to witness inside the stadium. Innovation and commercial imperatives have ensured short-term survival, but the financial and physical fallout from the pandemic is still tumbling through every level of every sport. Andy Richardson, Al Jazeera.